galaxy map initialized.
Hello wonderful person, welcome to What the Math. This is Anton, and today we're taking a look at a game called Constructor. I'm currently being chased by a very aggressive AI that is trying to destroy my half-destroyed ship that is already not doing so well. And today I'm going to show you what this game is all about, why you may consider purchasing it, and why I actually really enjoy this little title as well. Welcome and enjoy the video. And now I need to get away from here and use that portal gate to escape. And first and foremost, let's actually take a look at what you get to see in the menu here. There's actually so much stuff. There's so much stuff going on here. So many different modes, so many different things you can do. Like, for example, you can obviously start exploring the galaxy, create your own exploration galaxy, which is what I just did and what I just showed you. And if you do that, you will have these progressive missions that you go through by basically destroying enemies, collecting enemy modules, and then saving them and possibly using them on your ship. So this is one thing you can do. You can actually go into the ship mode here and create a ship that you actually want to have. So for example, I can attach various weapon modules here. I can give this ship more energy and so on and so forth. But we're not going to do that just yet. Let's actually go ahead and start a completely new game so you get to see what it looks like. So once you go into the exploration and start a new galaxy, let's name this Galaxy Awesome. You'll get to actually select what kind of galaxy you want to play. So I would highly recommend starting on normal and possibly even easy when you just start the game, because you don't really have that good of a ship yet. You don't really have that any powerful weapons and so on and so forth. And there's some initial designs you can choose from. There's actually one called What the Math. Apparently I made that a few weeks ago. But we're going to start with this alpha. You can also choose what kind of weapons you want to start with, what kind of focus you want to have initially. So there's either offensive, defensive, energy, drive, or utility focus. And what this does is basically it gives you or unlocks initial modules for you that you wouldn't have otherwise. So for example, if I focus on weapons, I'll get better missiles, and I also get the weapon called Fireball, which is basically the initial weapon you get to start with. But we're just going to start with exploration. And there's a bit of a story here, but it hasn't really been developed just yet. Most of it is just reading. And so once you start the galaxy, you kind of always start in the same way. So this is kind of similar to FTL in a sense, where you go through these levels one by one and reach the final level at the end. I still haven't reached that. It's actually very difficult to try to get to that final level. I'm yet to achieve that achievement, but we're going to start with a few easy ones. Let's actually pick a normal mission. Here we go, normal mission. And all of these are actually randomly generated. They're all procedurally generated enemies, procedurally generated ships. And all of them look pretty awesome. You may want to actually go into edit and see if you can attach something to your ship. I don't have anything to attach. Oh, I have a repair bot. Yeah, I want that. Let's put a repair bot right here. And so now my ship will be just a little bit more powerful. We're going to start this normal mission. So the repair bot will basically repair all of my modules that have been destroyed. And the cool thing about this game is that if the module is destroyed, you don't actually get to keep it anymore. You have to try to scavenge that module from an enemy ship somewhere. Now you'll notice that first thing is that this game does have Newtonian physics. Oh boy, he has missiles apparently. That is not good. I need to destroy him fast. I need to destroy him fast. And the second thing you may notice is that this game is already hard. Super hard. This is only level 1, and I'm already kind of losing. That didn't go well for me. I'm just gonna ram him. Oh, I managed it. I managed to ram him and destroy him through the use of my beautiful body. Alright, so that was actually a lot more difficult than I thought it would be. And mostly because the reason why it's so difficult is because the enemy ships here are actually always randomly generated, but they're also usually very difficult. I've also lost a module, I think I lost the Fireball, but then I collected it, so that means I can reuse it later. My repair bot is not doing a good job. It's not really repairing anything. What is it for then? I thought it was going to repair my lost module. There's also the things like mines in this game, so this is right there, it's a mine. If I shoot it, if I hit it and shoot it and hit it, it will go boom and activate other mines, and then there's going to be the total destruction. And there you go. So that's the game in a nutshell, essentially. But you know what? This is just the beginning. This game has so much stuff going on. So, like I said, there's Newtonian physics controls. There's a variety of modules you can collect, research, and attach to your ship. And essentially, that's what the game is all about. It's about collecting and scavenging modules from your enemies and creating a more powerful ship. In the beginning, you start with very, very basic weapons. You start with very basic controls. You start with basically a ship that can barely survive, as you saw very recently. But then, as you progress, as you collect these modules that are right here, come here, buddy. Oh, that's just ore. That's not actually module. Ore you need for repairs and for other things like buying and selling and trading modules as well. But there is there no? There you go. I've just collected a module, and I've just acquired a technology as well. So that's a start. We did pretty poorly. We did pretty poorly initially, but we did manage to collect a few things here and there. Now you'll notice that if you look at the map right here, there's these arrows, and then there's this big circle. The arrows are a really interesting concept. It's basically a space-time current. It's a current that continuously pushes you away from something, and you can use that to your advantage when you're fighting enemy ships. You can basically kind of, if you're being chased, you can put them into current and have them get stuck in it, or you can use that to essentially increase your speed. Now we're going to get out of here. This is the final portal, and now that we've collected some modules, we can go and edit our ship and put a fireball back to where it was. So there's our fireball. We've collected something, but I don't think it's very useful. A fragile command center, that's not very useful. And reinforced grappling hook, fired at enemy ships. I think it just basically grapples them and brings them to you. And so that's the basics of this game. But when you actually go into this menu, you'll realize that, first of all, there's something called research. This is where it shows you all of the modules you unlocked, so some of them I've already unlocked, and all of the modules that you haven't unlocked yet. Now, I kind of wish that there was more. I think this is a good amount, but I wish there was like more weapons, more types of weapons, more different types of like bots and fighter planes that you can attach to your ship. But you know, for a beta, for a game that's still in early access, this is already quite a large amount of stuff. You can basically play around with these. You can go to your hangar and create a ship that you kind of want to test. You can also download ships from Steam Workshop. There's over 50 ships already available for you to download. You can basically share your designs with other people as well. And once you've created a ship that you really enjoy, you can either basically jump into the exploration and start the galaxy from scratch, or you can try one of the other modes. Like, for example, there's an endless mode where essentially you have one ship, and we're going to try this right now. You have one ship, and your job is to survive in the pre-made ship that has been given to you, and survive wave after wave. Now, I have a feeling I'm not going to do very well, but we'll see. So there is the ship right there. You can see it on the map approaching us. Ooh, there's a loot crate. Okay, that's light armor. And we've just completed research for light armor as well. And this guy looks, yeah, he looks like he has a laser. I'm going to destroy his laser as soon as possible. Okay, that is not good. Now, the cool thing about this game is that basically it's all about strategizing how you're going to kill your enemy. Once you see the type of weapons that they have, you can kind of decide whether you want to play safely or play more aggressively, and whether, oh, nice, or whether you want to just kind of ram them, essentially, jump into their face and start using all your weapons. And in this case, because that guy had a laser, I really needed to jump at him and try to destroy his laser, because his laser can do some tremendous damage if I don't do anything about it. This guy has missiles, I think. Oh no, he has fireballs as well. But his fireballs are more powerful than mine. Now, he's missing me right now, and that's good, so I'm going to approach him from the side. And there we go, he has no weapons left. That was kind of my strategy, to try to approach from the side and disable him that way. And now that he's basically disabled, I just have to chase him down and destroy him. Come here, buddy. Just come here. Jeez. Why are you being so difficult? Now, the controls in this game are relatively challenging, mostly because you're controlling this. Well, you can actually reassign the controls, but what I'm doing right now is I'm using arrow keys to go left, right, up, down, and then I'm using WSD to attack using weapons, which is actually a little bit unusual, but it does work for this game, and you get used to it pretty quickly. There's also something called randomly generated sector, where you don't really know what's waiting for you. You still have the same ship, and this is the ship that you build, but you don't really know what you're facing. And in this case, I think I'm facing two enemies that are going to totally and completely annihilate me. Right? Right? Here they come. And they're faster than me. They seem to be more powerful than me. And we're gonna try to do something about that, but... Oh, he's stuck, he's stuck, he's stuck. Oh, he got stuck. That was beautiful. Okay, so... this is actually what makes this game so awesome. Like I said, it's all about strategizing. It's about using your environment. It's about using currents and asteroids, and trying to outsmart. Oh boy, trying to outsmart your opponents that might have more powerful ships, but as long as you actually get them in a situation where they're in a disadvantage. Okay. He destroyed my fireball, and he also destroyed one of my engines. Ah, jerk. So, yeah, so it's all about that. It's all about thinking how you can defeat your enemies, how you can defeat your opponents, and how you can survive despite your odds, despite being in a disadvantage. So right now I'm going to just try to see if I can use these asteroids. There's something else there. What is that green thing? Oh yeah, it's the same kind of a ship. And oh, I think they're actually attacking something. They're attacking a mining ship that apparently belongs to me. Oh, it's an asteroid lab. That's what it is. Oh no. Oh no, you didn't. Oh no, you didn't. I think he's out of energy. He's out of energy. Kill him fast. Kill him with fire. Okay. Looks like we actually won that. We won that battle completely by accident because this guy ran out of power and the other guy got stuck in the asteroid. But they did have ships that could have actually done tremendous damage to me. Oh, and the escort mission is apparently my secondary mission, but my first primary mission is to push the asteroids toward this lab right here. And because I'm missing an engine, I'm having trouble navigating. But essentially, my first mission is to actually just take those asteroids from, I guess, here, and to push them toward that lab. Let's try to do that with one and see what happens. Is that a loot? What is this? Or is that a bug? I don't know what that is, but there's loot right there. We got a new thruster rocket, which sounds absolutely awesome. And here we go. That's the first one. So I have to apparently push 5 of these toward the lab. Now I'm not going to do that right now. We're just going to actually go into the main menu and just take a look at what else there is. So there's obviously a tutorial which you absolutely have to play through. It's very, very useful, and it does teach you a lot about the game. And lastly, we have a skirmish mode, which is where you basically set what you want to play as and where you want to play. And here you can essentially define all of your parameters. This allows you to create the type of a battle that you would like to see, including the types of enemies that you would like to see. There's quite a lot to choose from. And then there's an evolution mode, which is actually something really cool. So this mode starts relatively easy, but as you progress through it, the AI learns to kind of accommodate to your tactics and, you know, grows in power as well. So it does become more difficult as essentially you progress through these levels. But the main idea in this game is actually pretty simple. So you go through these missions, you collect these modules that are then researched for you, you can place those modules onto your ships, and the whole point here is to essentially create a more powerful, more beautiful, extremely successful ship that can conquer the galaxy and finish all of the missions. But it's not the ship that you see on the screen for sure. And so this little game actually has so much going for it, and its current price is $50, but it does have a lot of sales, and I've seen it as low as $4 on sale. And so do give this a try, especially if you see it on sale, grab it right away. But you know, if you want to support a developer, you may consider buying it for the full price as well. So there's a lot of things going on for it. There's a lot of development. There's a patch almost every week, and you know, it's been in early access for like 2 years, and it already had like 158 patches. So the game is definitely not going anywhere, and once it's totally finished, it'll probably be absolutely awesome. Anyway, so that's all I wanted to say about Boss Constructor. The link for this game is in the description below, so check it out and possibly purchase it. And thank you for watching, guys. I really appreciate all of your support. I'll see you in the next video, and we'll take a look at another space game. Game you later, and as always, bye-bye. And I'm going to go and destroy more enemies and show them who the Boss Constructor is. Oh boy, he has missiles. No.